So I'm Alex, and this is Rip Roaring Garage, and I'm in Monroe, New Jersey, next to the famous Englishtown Raceway Park at Lance Motors, a small independent dealership. Now, in the day of Facebook Marketplace and Craigslist, many people go to either big dealer or the small individual sale. However, there's still gems like this 95 6 Jeep XJ that I just bought today. You're looking at another project. Don't worry, we're still gonna have Crown Vics, we're still gonna have the bus, we're still gonna have muscle cars and all that. And there's one of the owners. Just to make this very clear, I am not paid. This is not an advertisement. This is just me showing a little support for a small business in tough times. They got a couple of classic cars in the back. They got even an ambulance, which, don't laugh, I thought about getting. However, they're small. They've been here for 30 years, and you can still get a great price. This thing was $2,900. And I get a temp tag and I can go home, and it's lifted and it's rhino-lined, and I'm in love. But let's tear into it a little more once we get home, because it's Friday here right now and it's rush hour, and I'm in South Jersey. Yep. So it broke down. What happened was traffic and highway driving got to the caliper. I don't know if you can see anything. And actually caught fire. So now it's waiting on a tow truck. I still don't regret it, and that's, kind of the charm of an old car. Feels like it's been a daily drive, or not daily, but at least properly maintained, right? Doesn't suffer from like sitting car syndrome where buttons don't work and all that. Everything works. Just, this is not meant for stop and go, rush hour traffic. Like on the Garden State Parkway. No biggie.
And that was the second time I got crashed.
Okay, it's almost 3 hours and tow truck isn't here. Why? Ask USAA, because they use the lowest bidder. Anyways, I'm stuck. I don't even know what the hell's going on here. I got underwear there. I got more clothing there. I got a dirty t-shirt. Where the hell did I break down? It's just like a crack down. Oh my God, I'm gonna die. Tension. He doesn't want it sprung, bouncing around, because that shifts the truck. So I'm back home, and I'm being stupid, but whatever. It's my first real off-roader, and I'm telling you, I got hooked. This is going to be a permanent part of the channel. Still going to do the Crown Vic stuff, and stick around at the end of the video because there's a big surprise, and I mean big. So, found out what the problem is. I'm going to show you in a second. And I'm also going to open it up and give you guys kind of an idea of what you can buy for under 3K. Brought me to my knees. So let's start on the engine. To remind you, this is a 96 Jeep Cherokee Sport. That means 2 doors. It has the straight 6, the 4.0. It is an automatic. It would be nicer if it was a manual, but it is what it is. There's some electrical problems, not problems because everything works, but I don't like wiring like this. I want to route the wiring inside the bull bar, make it all nice and proper, but that's going to come after I replace the bull bar because, well, less than 3K. What do you want? The winch, I don't know. Okay, I'll tell you all about an Autolite 4300, but this I can't get back into gear. Now maybe you got to roll it a little bit to align the gears. I have to test it out. Interior is not bad. Door panels are in place. Dash has a mild crack right there. No biggie. Steering wheel has a little wear. But yeah, it's typical sag of a 80s or 90s. Clean interior. Has a trailer hitch. And I mean, this is just, go ahead, rear end me. I dare ya.
Go ahead. Make my day.
Has one of these roof racks. It does need to be adjusted a little better because the back isn't locked properly. That's not a big deal. Does have seemingly a better mounted visor, right? Tires are worn, okay? But they will last me. They're still above 2/32 of an inch front and back. There's not a lot of dry rot, so they'll last me for the winter. Problem is, as I was doing this video, like literally after the day I bought, I'm calling her Pandora, but I'm taking submissions below if you have a better name for old Jeep. I've researched a little bit on Jeep XJs, the Cherokees, and their values are going up big. I guess a lot of people can't afford the Wranglers, the most desirable ones, so they're going for these. I don't know if a two-door is better, more sought after or not. Not that I'll be straightforward with you guys. I wanted to flip this and also have it for a winter, you know, because of the surprise at the end. You'll see why, it'll make sense. But this is too nice, and I'll show you what I mean, man. You got a proper lift. It looks like it's done right. Obviously solid front axle. What I think happened as far as the fire was, I think one of the brake lines collapsed, not the caliper seizing up. You know, sometimes they break inside and that little flap acts as a check valve. Now, obviously, when you sit, it kind of lets liquid back and the brake releases. I'll have to replace the brake lines, run through the transmission fluids, oil, transfer case, because it does tend to stick a little bit. Now, if you're new to the channel, wow, look at this. Sorry, I'm a little all over the place because I'm like a freaking 5-year-old with this truck. I love it. So we got very little rust for a car this old, a truck this old, right? Gas tank's got nothing. Tell me this is not clean. This is like nothing here. So I'm obviously excited. These drums are the 9 inches, the smaller ones. There's also like a 10 inch, but they got the ribs on the outside. They have cooling fins. Springs look good. No cracks in them, no nothing. No leaking differential. Here's like a shot of the wheels. They are not I mean, it's got like a little bit of scuffage and all that, but come on. Pro Comp alloys. Don't know much about them. Obviously, I want to take the wheels off, retorque everything, and replace the lugs. You know, clean up the drums and whatnot. We got the shield on the gas tank. Obviously, I can't see what's underneath it, but judging by everything else, you know, typical places where it rots out, like there. That I just noticed. Why it's a little louder inside. Get away, mosquito. Look at where the muffler ends. Might need to add a little bit. Story was that this was at Lance Auto. Belonged to the mechanic that kind of fixed up their cars, you know, like a trade-in or something, or an auction buy. I just want to say this again real quick. I don't blame them. This is not their typical kind of car, and it was not meant for rush hour traffic Friday on the on the Garden State Parkway. I think she did flawlessly, engine-wise, electrical, no problems, can't complain. It is rhino-lined. And I will say this, getting inside, it smells like the 90s. It's like going back in time to high school. Holy crap. And it's the first car in a long time that has a hood prop. Manual windows. Tell me that doesn't sound good. Yes, straight 6. It's got that straight 6 sound. I know a lot of you are curious about what's this big surprise, and I mean it. For this channel, those of you guys that are new, you probably don't know how much I sucked in the beginning. Oh, please don't. No, I'm honest. I'm not. It's not a ploy. Don't look at my older stuff. It's terrible. I'm going to show you right now what the next video is going to be all about. I will say this for the guys that stuck around watching me work on cars and the big bus back there and all that. I'm not giving up on them, but you know, a person can eat more than just pizza. So now it's time for a little hamburger. And this is what I just got. Brand new 2022 Dodge Scat Pack Charger Widebody. You know I'm gonna have fun with this car. And it's raining. Well, stick around for the next episode because this is gonna be the topic, and there's a lot of stuff happening in the Dodge and the muscle world. So if you are a fan of Mopars, or just in general, V8 rear-wheel drive American cars, stick around, especially if you're in the market. It's now or never. So we'll talk about it next time. So if you stuck around this long, thank you. If you like this kind of stuff, please give me that little subscribe or just a like. I'll be happy with that too. Once again, Mike, if you're watching this, thanks. I'm really happy. This thing is amazing and it's gonna make for one fun project. So I'm Alex, this is Rip Roaring Garage, and oil is thicker than blood. Pandora, because I opened the box of off-roading and it bit me good and it got me hard. More than one way than another. And the mess. Mosquitoes.
Speak fast.
All right.